So guys, here are 10 stereotypes about Russia that are completely not true. Давай!
Добрый день, девушка моя, как дела? Alright, so for a lot of years now, Russia has been secluded. Did I say years? A lot of centuries now, Russia has been secluded from the rest of the world because the West have always looked for someone to fight, and Russia has always been the right victim. So a lot of things have been known about Russia because Russia, in fact, they speak Russian. The language is difficult to learn. Not a lot of people come to Russia. That's why there are a lot of misconceptions about Russia. A lot of people don't know anything about Russia apart from the fact that it's the biggest country in the world and it's very powerful and it has a lot of nukes. The president is Vladimir Putin, and right now they're in Ukraine. They are one of the most powerful countries in history. So today, Amarachi and I are going to be telling you or discussing 9 misconceptions about Russia, 9 stereotypes about Russia. We're in Russia, we have been in Russia for the past 4 years right now, and we think we have, an idea, at least better than you, to tell you which of these stereotypes are true and which of them are, effed up. Alright, so the number 1 misconception is everybody thinks that every Russian is in the Russian Mafia. This is completely not true. Russia has a population of 144 million people right now, and about 98% of them are law-abiding citizens.
I should say actually that it is a stereotype from 19th because it was a fashion to have a gun, to have BMW, and to be like a part of Mafia. But the time changed, and now guys want to work somewhere in the Silicon Valley.
The conception came from the fact that the Russian Mafia was very powerful in the 80s and the 90s. And it was formed in the gulags when Stalin had a little misunderstanding with some people in this country and put them in the gulag. So they formed the Russian mob to survive. So the Russian mob became one of the most powerful organizations, criminal organizations in history. But right now, most of the Russians I know or I interact with on the daily are law-abiding citizens that are afraid to commit crimes in the first place. And the country is one of the least violent countries I've ever been in. You can't compare the safety I've received in this country to my home country. I'm not going to mention the name, but you guys know where I'm from.
Number 2, all Russians drink vodka. This is very accurate. Let me tell you why. Because first of all, vodka is one of Russia's national treasures and it has a lot of exports.
Теперь надо выпить. Опа, сейчас выпьем. Сейчас надо выпить.
Many Russians drink vodka, with the exceptions of some regions like Dagestan, Chechnya, and other Islamic regions, because in Islam it is a sin to drink vodka. So, to drink alcohol.
So Russians keeping beers as pets. This is actually... So there's another one because we see the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, having beers as pets. Do Russians really keep beers as pets?
There is only one president and only one bear as pet because ordinary people like me have dogs and cats, especially Russians like cats, I think. But
yeah, there are a lot of bears in Russia, especially polar bears. If you go to Siberia and the northern part of Russia, so not a lot of people keep bears as pets here.
Number 4, Russians never smile. They say here that laughter without reason is stupidity.
Alright, so there is another perception, stereotype about Russians in the world. Because Russians always seem like very angry people that never smile and all. So do you really believe that Russians don't smile because you're a Russian? Please clarify that for us again.
How do you think? Maybe there in Russia they do not smile to you, but here in Dagestan we will always smile with happy smile.
Right. So if you see a Russian ever smile at you, know that that's the most genuine thing you've ever seen. This was made popular by the fact that the president of Russia never smiles. If you look at all his photo shoots, if you look at all the pictures taken back of him, he doesn't smile. So the Russians actually smile. Well, I don't know. Alright,
so the next one is the fact that Russia is unbearably cold. And this is actually very true, guys. This place is very cold. Temperatures of -20 are not for the weak, guys. When I came here, I wanted to run back to my country. This place is cold, it snows, and guys, this one is not a lie. Although there are some cities in Russia that are very, are warmer than some cities. But the place is just, unbearable. Yeah, in winter, you can't go outside. You can't do anything. Temperatures fall. It's fucked up. Oh, sorry. I have to believe that.
Number 6, people think Russians are either cunning or dumb. This is usually because of the parts they play in most movies, Hollywood movies. They portray them as either villains or as either bodyguards that don't have an idea of what they're doing. But this, guys, is false. because most Russians, they are very intelligent and tactical in all their activities.
Russians are always overdressed. This is completely not true. Depends on which sex we are talking about. If you are talking about the female Russians, most of them actually dress really nice because, you know, they have the feminine sense. But as for the men actually don't care what they wear. I've seen a Russian man. I've had only one pair of jeans. He was my boss at work and he wore it every day, and you know, he never mattered to him, even though he made about, you know, 50 times more than what I made. He had only one pair of jeans and that was comfortable for him. So, you know. Number 8, Russians are very superstitious. Since I came here, I've heard a lot of superstitions. For example, they tell me not to whistle while I'm in the room, and Russians generally very superstitious people.
Do you know what does mean when you whistle in the room?
No.
Our mommies, grannies, they keep saying, don't whistle in the room, there will be no money.
Actually, you can't do this in a Russian home because they will kick you out immediately. Russians believe in a lot of superstitious things. For example, you can't whistle while you're in the house because according to them that drives away money. You can't come to visit him without bringing a gift, or because maybe you're bringing bad luck to the house. You can't pass under a ladder. You can't shake hands across the door because that kills a person opposite you, and a lot of other superstitious things. So Russians are very superstitious people. Number 9, Russians are very extreme. Yeah, Russians are actually very extreme, guys, in everything they do. Their food, their activities, their sports, how they live and everything. Have you ever heard of the game Russian roulette? It's basically a game where people put one bullet into a chamber of a revolver gun and try to shoot themselves with, and you know, the person that dies first loses, you know, or wins in any case. And some people actually even put 2 bullets, so there is a 2 to 6%, like 2 to 6 chance that you're gonna die, like, you know, if you revolve the gun. And if you look at their food, have you ever seen the food? The Russian bread is called hleb, guys. You can destroy mountains with that bread. That bread is so strong that if you buy it, you need 2 men to get knives and press it down to cut it. Swimming in iced water, like they go into iced water. And I've actually seen there is this stuff in Russia called I don't know how the word in Russian anymore, but Russians, it's a Russian bath or something. They go into very hot water and come out of the hot water and jump immediately into ice. They're called Russian bathing houses. So Russians are actually very extreme people. I don't know why. Maybe they like to prove, you know, their masculinity, or they try to show everybody they are strong enough, and you know. So basically Russians are extreme people. So thanks a lot for watching today's video. If you have learned anything, please give us a like on this video, and you know, comment below which one was the most, you know, which one you liked the most and which one you actually think is true. And if you have any other stereotypes about Russia that you have heard of, please comment them below so that, you know, you can also know of them and actually tell you whether they are true or not. And we actually did a video about some Russian students explaining their problems to us. It's called 99 Students, 99 Problems. We are going to be linking it in the description below. Please go check it out. Thanks a lot for watching, and please subscribe, please.